7 days from now, no, 9 days from now, we will be at Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday, we're doing Pancake Feast. Go ahead, get in the app, get a table for yourself, reserve a table. You can reserve it, and you can arrive sometime in a half an hour increment, so like 5 to 5:30, or 6 to 6:30, or 7 to 7:30. That table will be for you. You're not going to be packed in with lots of other people. We make sure that it's for you, but yeah, go ahead and reserve it. 20% of the proceeds that evening go to Rising Hope Mission, which cares for and nourishes and resources families living in poverty right in our area, right on Route 1. It's the area that has the highest poverty percentage in the county of Fairfax County, and so we'll do that, and then we will match that. Whatever we raise, Kingstowne's going to match. So that puts a little skin in the game for us too, right? So show up so that we can match it well. And then the next night and the next day is Ash Wednesday, and we have two offerings. You can either see me at La Madeleine in the morning, or you can see us at our collaborative event, which is going to be a shared meal and a shared service with Hope UCC. Look out this week. We're going to have a sign up because we're going to be providing the bread and salad for that. I think probably we'll provide the salad as a church, but I would love for people to bring bread and spread. We're going to call it bread and spread. Bread and spread, bring the bread and spread. They're going to provide all the soup for it. But that means we have to show up. And that's why we're going to have a sign up so I know my people are showing up, okay? And because they're going to not have bread if we don't bring it. You see what I'm saying? Got it. Okay, cool. So you're going to come and join us for that. That'll be a great time of fellowship with other people, other Christians in our community. They are a affirming and inclusive church in our area, just happen to be a different denomination than us. And then we begin the season of Lent, and our theme is going to be Wandering Heart. You'll see in the app that we've already started to coalesce a place on the app where you can engage. Wandering Heart, kind of wrestling with Peter through the life of faith. Peter always shows up to us in like both and. He's like the rock on which I will build my church, and also is the one who denied Jesus 3 times. Have you ever noticed that? The rock on which I will build my church denied Jesus 3 times. That's a weird character in the Bible that feels very relatable to us, I would hope. And so we're going to wrestle with Peter this Lent. All of our events are coming up, so I'm just going to have Richard just, cycle through them. Of course, we're going to have Palm Sunday. Of course, we're going to have, we're going to do a collaborative Holy Thursday in 3 movements with 3 churches. Oh, look, us getting collaborative again. I told you before that as we move forward in this conversation about a building, as we talk about the idea of being in a building where we're going to rent space maybe from someone else so that we don't own and have to maintain roofs and all of that, one of the things we're going to have to get really used to is being in relationship with another church, right? So we're going to practice it this year a little bit. Throughout the year, we're going to practice what it's like to be in relationship with other churches, which means not thinking ourselves better than them, not thinking ourselves more enlightened than them, not thinking we're the ones that have a cool worship experience or whatever that is. Not we're going to do our own thing and they'll do their own thing, but doing something holy together and getting to know people that are a little bit different than us. So we're going to do that with 2 different churches. This is Wesley United Methodist Church, which is actually across the street from Rising Hope. And like in a neighborhood right across the street, real close to where Sam lives, our children's director, if you've ever been over there, and Rising Hope. So it is a 7.5-year-old church plant, a aging congregation along Route 1, and a mission church, all going together to do something together, this beautiful group of very diverse people. And we're going to move from the idea of a celebration at Passover to changing of that meal to a Good Friday experience all in one night, okay? And share a meal together. A Good Friday will just be Stations of the Cross at the Franconia Government Center, and it'll just be there for you to experience on your own throughout the day. Drop in whenever you want. We'll have some music playing. You can experience those. And then, of course, Easter Sunday will be at Knowles Produce like we do every year. If you've never been to Knowles Produce, it's our little slice of heaven in this area, and it's beautiful and gorgeous flowers. And we have, I'm not going to say it, knock on wood. I don't believe in that stuff. Never had any weather issues on an Easter Sunday. I'm not going to say it. Okay, so with all of that, we have children's events coming up. One thing that we did this year that's so unique and different is that we are thinking about you all who will be traveling. So many of you go out of town because spring break and Holy Week are the same week. So if we have any people that are working in the school system, or if we have any people who are children in the school system, you often miss Holy Week. You don't get to do Palm Sunday. You don't get to do that. So the Sunday before, the Saturday before, we're going to do this for our families. It's a Holy Week experience for families, travelers, and saints of all sizes, where they get to move through the movements of Holy Week together as a family, all ages. At the Franconia Government Center, we'll have a service project. We'll have prayer stations. We'll have lunch together. Then the next day is going to be our Travelers Palm Sunday kind of thing. For families, St. Patrick's, palms and eggs. We're going to have an egg hunt. We will have our palm processional that we normally do. We're going to move that up early because the kids are the ones that love it, and we want more kids there, right? We want more kids there, and so many of them are going to be gone the next Sunday. And then we'll have a traditional Palm Passion Sunday the next week, but this will be a little bit different. This will be more celebratory, and this will have an egg hunt and St. Patrick's Day lunch and all of that for all of you who are going to go out of town. I know we're changing it up a little bit, but that's okay. Like sometimes the church has to do something a little different. I'm not saying that Palm Sunday is moved. I don't get the rule that, I think that's the Pope or somebody. I don't know who that is. Who gets to make that decision? I'm not saying we've moved Palm Sunday. I'm just saying that we're moving it up for those who never get to experience it. Why not? Why can't we do that, right? Who says we can't?